striking, provocative, raw, curious. These were the first words that came to our mind when we were approached in creating this beautiful project inspired by the work of Kara Walker. It's interesting because when we look at this work, we look at her images, we are then taken beyond the imagery before us and we start to embody something. And that embodiment then came out into words, that came into more words, and then next thing you know, we have this embodied storytelling piece inspired by this very visceral reaction to how Black women narratives are shared and molded in our minds. When I look at the work of Kara Walker, I see the void that needs to be filled with our narratives that allow for us to have our narratives. So we hope that the piece, the performance piece that we'll present to you today can complement the beautiful work that was inspired by Kara Walker, but then also the work that was influenced by Siona Rouse, who is here, the poet and the literary artist that they are as well, that allowed us to birth out the piece that you will see today. As was said before, my name is Brittney Harris. I'm the director of this project, and in partnership with Rouge Productions, who also has some amazing events coming up. We want you to stay informed, so if you would like to stay informed, you go to rougeva.org to stay informed with that. And along with the amazing community artists of beautiful performers that will be coming up here today, Isis Marné, Ashlee Ray, Leila Stephanie, and Nyaira Jones, we present to you Silhouettes Cut to Black.
Marked out, cut out, etched out, scraped out, dragged out, cried out, cut out, beat out, tripped out, mocked out, laughed out, cut out, 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 cut out. Long, long ago, and also not really so, a girl leapt in hopes that she might step down into her shadow, stand inside the black hole of her body, let mystery hold her more tender than anything illumined. The innocence of a child. Birth out, yanked out, loved out, cried out. Her curls and waves touched the tip of her nose, her lips, and her navel. Her nipples, her knees, her heels, like dark high notes, her cries filling the skies. Who dared dances to my pain and sorrow? For it is not I. It is not I who found this field that I thought was barren. It is not I who found the love and care for these creatures that I left below. It is I slithered through this once barren waste to find eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What if a body was never owned? If she hollers,
Hold her mouth.
if she opens her truth,
Shut her down.
even her shadows belong in part to the sun.
She learns his alphabet. A, B, C.
C.
1,
1,
2, 3. Generation after generation. Too many not released from the heft of slavery. A slave ship gets nowhere without the sea to carry it.
She learns his rhyme. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees. On her knees.
Too innocent.
Too innocent.
Too innocent.
Too innocent. The innocence of a child. Birthed out. Yanked out. Loved out. Cried out. Crying out. Crying out.
Crying out. Out.
Out. Out. Out. Coming out.
I am not a historian. I'm an unreliable narrator. I'm not making work about reality. I'm making work about images. Imagery. You feel me? To be omitted. 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 Omitted.
Omitted.
Omitted.
Omitted.
Omitted.
Omitted.
To resist. 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 Resist.
Resist.
Allow me to assist. Any sort of attempt at getting at the truth of this, you kind of have to wade. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade.
Wade.
In the water.
Wade.
God's gonna trouble the water. Wade.
Wade.
In the water.
Wade
in the water, children.
Wade.
In the water. God's gonna trouble the water.
Wade.
Through these levels of fiction, that's the reality. To be called into the wilderness deeper than any master's call.
I'm my own narrator. Like a former slave running towards freedom. Preparing for her future. A strong, fed-up black woman who is changing directions and throwing the trash in the opposite direction. The old path is a waste. I'm stepping into a new territory.
I'm my own narrator. My senses are on fire. The touch of the ground beneath me feels rough, feels familiar. Feels like playtime, time to go time. Like short ass braids touching the nape of my neck time.
Or the tickle of the straight fabric from that noose top.
Shit, that hang time. No, it's the sound that's familiar. Sound like ooh. Ooh. family reunion.
You sound like pick that switch.
Maybe's the taste. Taste of my spirit getting fed.
Like master scraps that wouldn't even fit to feed the dead.
Nah. Tastes like soul food. Shit's so good it can change your whole mood.
Oh, can you smell it? Smell like outside. Smell like hot cones heating up on the stove.
Or like burning flesh from not doing what you're told.
To touch. To hear. To taste. To smell. To have sight. Sight. To be sought out. To see out. To see beyond. I'm the keeper of my own senses. To entangle. Entangled.
We exist in two worlds. My body does not belong to me. We exist in two worlds. My body and I exist on two planes. The first, for which your consumption is the only use for it. And the second, in which I attempt to hold the fragments of myself together. My body is disposable to you. Desired. Disposable. Envied. Disregarded. Commodified. Can you tell me if my life matters? Does my life matter? Does my life matter? Does my life matter? Masculinity laying on a feminine frame, yet I am but small and fragile. You are the bull, and I am the china trapped in this shop. This space was only designed for one of us. My space. I am my own narrator.
The keeper of our own narratives. Hollowed out space inside our minds. That's power. That's knowledge. The knowledge that I am capable of. It's nothing to you. And I choose to be so much more. Clearing out the weeds. Expanding my field. Seeking my source.
The source. Cut it out. My silhouette. Make it quick. Cut to black, fade to black. A black hole of spiraling emotions. Blackness, blackest, blackety black, click clack, click clack, click clack, click clack. The shackles of the mind, of my past, of my roots. History, discourse, and reimagining, changing things. Cut off. Not needing any advice from friends and family. Sparing my own sanity. I'm my own sun. Stretching my hands up. Kinky, stubborn roots of my scalp descending high. I feel the tips of my toes gripping at the dirt beneath me. To keep me. To ground me, needing its nutrients, so make it quick.
Swift and slick.
Cut to black.
My sun needs to illuminate. Don't eclipse me. And shadows have no place except if it's by my own side. Upward and extending as my own light grows from inside. Oh no, thank you all. Thank you for receiving this work. Yeah.